Hi guys, today we're going to talk about the first book of the Aeneid. So to start off with, Virgil invokes the muse, which he's basically like, Muses, tell me what's up. And so the muses are like, here's what's up. We see Juno, and she is pissed after the Trojan War. She's going to attack Aeneas and his crew. Quick side note from future Madeline, Juno doesn't want the Trojans to survive. She wants to kill them because in the past, the Trojan prince Paris said she wasn't as beautiful as some other goddesses in this competition. I'll put a link to the Wikipedia describing what that's all about. She goes to King Aeolus, who's king of the winds, and she's like, bro, I have this sweet babe, and she's back here, and she can be your wife for the low cost of just sending your winds out to cause a huge storm to try and kill Aeneas and his crew. And he's like, sweet. The winds come and attack, and it's this drama, and suddenly everything's black. The drama in this book, hard to overstate. And Poseidon, king of the ocean, he's like, what the hell is going on? So he sticks his head out of the water, and this is one of my two favorite scenes from this book, because it's just his head. It's like he's like this, out of this super stormy, choppy water, and he starts yelling at the wind like, I don't know who you think you are, but I am Poseidon. Your king is weak, and you need to go back to him and tell him he's not allowed to do this again. Kind of makes you think how awkward it would be to be King Aeolus, because he's like, he has to do whatever the gods tell him to. So when the gods have opposing views, he has to do both. Otherwise, they're gonna kill him. Aeneas and his 7 ships of men lands on the coast of Libya in this island. This is the island. This is the coast. They land on this island, or maybe this coast. They land around here. They're super happy, so dramatic. I get that they've been on the ocean for 7 years, whatever, blah blah blah. But they're flinging themselves onto the sand. Aeneas's main bro, a.k.a, who he's basically Aeneas's bro in this, maybe not a bro, and more like a toady. He immediately makes a fire. He's all very handy and things like that. And Aeneas is looking out onto the land, and he sees a bunch of deer, and he goes and hunts them. He brings them back. He gives them this speech, but it's before they eat. And it's a really nice speech. He's basically telling them, you've balled hard before, you can ball hard again. From the men's point of view, they're really excited for this event, as I would think, and he's talking for a long time. If I was these men, I'd be like, I get that you're incredible and all of these. Could you please shut up so we can eat? And then we switch viewpoints to the gods. Venus, or Aphrodite, is talking to Zeus, or Jupiter, and is saying, why are you letting my son go through so much hardship? What the hell, man? Thought you were a bro. Jupiter smiles and is like, ha ha ha, I know everything because I'm Jupiter and I talk to the fates or whatever. And he basically says, Aeneas is gonna found the Roman race, he's gonna be the Julius Caesar, and it goes into this whole thing. It's all about the propaganda, all saying, this is gonna be incredible. There really isn't a reply from Venus. I assume she's like, okay. So the next day, him and faithful a.k.a. head inland to see where they are, what's going on, what the deal is. They come across this woman. She was naked with respect to the knees. It's supposed to be scandalous, but who is into knees? Who's like, wow, see that knee? What a hottie. Aeneas starts hitting on this woman. He's all like, can you tell me where we are? And she goes into this long discussion of Queen Dido and tells him to go to Carthage. Carthage is ruled by Dido, and it's the city she's starting because she was married to this man named Sketchiest, but then her brother Pygmalion killed him for his money. And so she talks about how Dido was starting Carthage, and she ran away, and it was incredible, and she got this land, and blah blah blah. Dido's pretty cool. She is like, who are you? What are you doing here? He's really full of himself, but also really sad about it. It's kind of funny. One of the sentences here in this translation says, my fame goes past the skies. I get that you're famous, buddy, but tone it down a notch. The woman is like, go to Carthage and talk to Dido. It's gonna be alright. And then Aeneas looks at her, and she flips her hair. And I love this sentence. It says, her mane of hair gave off an ambrosial fragrance. Isn't that the dream? That's the food of the gods. You flip your hair and it's cheeseburgers. But he realizes that it's his mother. It's Venus, who he's been hitting on. It's basically like, Mom, why do you have to do this? This is so creepy. tell if it's supposed to be hilarious, but it's what? What? She puts Aeneas and Achates in this cloud of invisibility. And they go into Carthage and he talks and he goes on and on about how wonderful Carthage is, and they see these like panels that tell the story of the Trojan War. I don't have time to go into the Trojan War right now, but I'll include the Wikipedia page. And then you see that his other mates, like shipmates, not like bro mates, had survived. So they go in. There's a Trojan prince named Prince Ilioneus. He's talking to Dido, and he's basically like, "Who are you people? You did not let us land here safely. You've been very mean to us." She's like, "We're a new city. We gotta be careful. We're not gonna be taken over." He talks about Aeneas and how wonderful he is. I think everyone wants to have sex with Aeneas. He's like, "Aeneas is incredible. I love him so much." I was like, "We know who Aeneas is. We know who the Trojans are. You're welcome to stay here with us as equals," which is so weird. Come on, Dido. It's your city. And so Aeneas steps out of the cloud of the invisibility and is like, "I am Aeneas. I am here." Dido lets Aeneas stay in Carthage. And Aeneas is like, "Awesome," and all his men come in. And then we switch to Venus's viewpoint, and she's talking to her son, Cupid, and she's like, "And how we can protect Aeneas from further dangers is by making Dido fall in love with him," which is such a sketchy thing to do for like a mom. She's like, "Oh, you know what we should do is we should get my son laid so he'll be safe." Cupid goes and he pretends to be Ascanius, and they're having this banquet. Fake Ascanius, Cupid, goes and sits on Dido's lap. She's all like loving him and hugging him, and it's very close. He removes all the thoughts of Zacchaeus, her old husband, from her mind and makes her love Aeneas. She's like, talk about the Trojan horse and everything that's happened up to this point. And then that's where the chapter ends. So I'll see you guys on Tuesday when we talk about Book 2, the final hours of